Hey Insider, let me ask you a quick question. Do you ever feel like your workplace is toxic? Do you ever get into work and you've got that feeling in your heart that your time is up, in a sense that you want to do something else? Maybe you want to go create your own business now. Maybe you want to jump into a whole different career. If so, before you make that decision, today, I want to share with you 5 sure signs that your workplace may be toxic right now. And one of the things I'll say before I reveal these 5 signs is remember, most of your life will be spent working. So bearing that in mind, if you don't love what you do, you're going to spend most of your life dissatisfied, unhappy. And I'm sure that's the last thing you want. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to just sit on this pain and just not take action? Because if so, you're going to live a miserable life. The choice is yours. And so if your workplace falls under these 5 categories of 5 signs, I want this to be a wake-up call for you today. So make sure to pay close attention, especially to the final point. Without further ado, let's go on to the first sign. It doesn't feel H2H. Do you ever feel that feeling when you're at work? You feel like one of those robotic checkouts that you're now seeing in grocery stores. You feel like your manager treats you like a freaking robot. Go do this, go do that. Hey, have you done this yet? Checking up on you. You just feel like you're not a human being. What H2H stands for is human to human. I believe today, the best businesses that grow at a rate that we've not seen before, they grow because people want today transparency. People are driven today not by just companies just wanting to make a load of money. People are driven today by companies that have got a core why. Companies that's actually designed to help people, not just take a load of money from people. Isn't that true? Now, if your manager doesn't make you feel like you're a human being, well, like you're not going to give it everything you've got. And that's why the first sign is you don't feel like you're in a H2H business. And that is the first sign. So ask yourself, do you feel like that right now? Do you feel like you're a robot, or do you feel like you're really connected with your manager? Let's go on to the second sign, which is you get bullied. Now, I'm not talking about joking around bullying, right? That's fine. Just a little joking around, you're just kidding, the sarcasm. That's okay every now and then, isn't it? I'm talking about when your managers make you feel small. Now, let me ask you, can you resonate with this? How when you begin a new job, you're like inspired, you're like ready, and you're ready to climb up the ranks, right? You're just driven in that sense. But then if you're in the wrong position or wrong job or wrong business, sometimes the managers, they literally make you feel so small. They bully you until you feel like, I have to stay because I've got no other option. You feel like sometimes your boss is even implying that subconsciously, how they say, you know what, if you were to go anywhere else, you probably would be lucky to find a job, or you're so special to be in this position, you're so lucky I've picked you. If you get any of those subconscious signals from your manager, you got to really begin to question whether or not you're in the right job right now. And I'm not doing this so you make it a rational decision, because at the end of the day, your life is for you to live. But what I'm saying is, if you aren't satisfied and you feel like, yeah, actually, I just don't really get along with your manager, you got to really ask yourself, when is now the right time for you to make that bold decision? Because if you look at any great leaders, what do they all have in common? The ability to make bold decisions. So ask yourself, in regards to the second sign, is that true for you? Does it ring a bell? Now, let's go on to the third sign. It's in regards to complaining. Do you ever feel like when you get to work, everybody around you in your environment, in your workplace, complains every single day? When the weather's hot, they're complaining the weather's too hot. When the weather's cold, they complain it's too cold. They never seem to be satisfied. When the customers come in to be served, they're just saying, oh, back chatting behind customers. And you feel the need to gossip as well about the customers, about the managers, about the bad weather, because you're in the contagious environment of gossiping, of negativity, of complaining. And one of the problems with complaining is this. Complaining is almost like holding a garbage magnet that attracts garbage. meaning garbage in, garbage out every single day, right? If you're working a 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday, think about it. Most of your life will be filtering garbage, other people's shit on a day-to-day basis. So you come home wanting to work in your own business or do something that's fun with your loved ones, but you're drained, mentally drained, not so much physically drained because of other people's shit and all of that negativity. If that's something you can resonate with, that is a sure sign, by the way. That's the first sign that it is a toxic workplace. Now, let's go on to the fourth sign, which is poor communication. Now, let me ask you right now, do you feel like your manager is giving you that great communication in regards to you feel like you know the inner workings of the company? Or do you feel like they hide information from you? Not in regards to, for example, private information that they should only be sharing with CEO, but it feels like to you that they're holding back information that you should know because maybe they're just so protective of their position and maybe they're coming from a scarcity mindset themselves that they don't want to share other stuff just in case you get their position. Do you ever feel like that? Or do you ever feel like, for example, they're holding back something from you and they're not communicating well, therefore you're making mistakes because they haven't communicated you with total transparency? If so, that is the fourth sign you got to ask yourself right now. Does this resonate on any level? You feel like there's bad communication in your workplace, therefore you're finding yourself, you're constantly tripping up because you're just lacking that clarity that you want in order for you to thrive and work up the ranks. Because that's a fourth sign. Ask yourself, does that resonate? Now, let's go on to the final sign. The fifth sign is the most important. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your heart. You know, I believe your intuition knows. It just knows. You look at any great entrepreneurs, any great legends. What do they say? They don't say follow your head and go do it. What do they say? Follow your intuition, follow your gut. Steve Jobs, the legend Steve Jobs. He's often heard saying how you cannot connect the dots looking forwards. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. So you have to trust what will happen for a reason. And I want you to realize this, if you've got a gut intuition or some sort of heart feeling that's screaming out to you to just take that leap of faith, you got to ask yourself, when is now the right time? Because that is the fifth sign. If your heart is saying so and you can feel it in your heart, it is time to take action. And of course, this is down to you, but these are the 5 signs that your workplace is toxic. So you've got a decision to make. Do you change the environment you're in, or do you stay in there and be full of possible regrets in the future? Make the wise decision yourself. It's your life to live after all. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you believe other people would benefit, your loved ones, even colleagues or friends would benefit, be sure to share it with a couple of your friends, because I believe life is all about giving. As a great saying goes, give more of what you want. The more you give, the more you shall receive. And be sure to like this video if you like this video, and comment below in regards to any questions, feedback you may have. And as always, Insider, follow your heart, my friend, and take action. And let's go create the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.